Hello everyone. We're back, and there was a battle in Pythium. But first, I cast Seeking Arrow again. Ha ha ha. I found a deep crevasse, and a covenant, or sorry, that word is convent, and an enchanted windmill. Marignon continuing to abuse my goodwill. Let's check out the battle in Pythium. So this is outside of the fort. Don't really bother, not gonna bother to do a head count of how many Romans are there, but, you know, presumably there's a number. And this is my army, so I'm kind of curious to see what the elves end up casting, because they can't cast protection from lightning. Oh no, they just cast protection from lightning anyway. So when one of my elves gets hit by a lightning bolt, this guy actually managed to live with, was that, yeah. I mean, he's only alive because I have an extra 6 HP on my units, but they die after the battle. Anyway, so he effectively has a max of negative 6 HP. And he got stunned because of the lightning bolt. So you can see shock resistance barely keeps my elf alive, like barely manages to sustain themselves, including, you know, with this extra HP. Lightning bolts are serious. So I make kind of a blunder here where I tell all my commanders to fly and attack rear. I feel like I've done this already in this game and it's like really hurt me to do so, but yeah, it's like I'm just sending these really expensive, rare mages, especially this guy, Vanadrot. He's already got dementia. To go fight like the personal elite bodyguard of the mages, who also can cast spells with basically perfect accuracy because they're standing right next to the target. Probably would have been best to just have them sit back in the front line, or in the back line, I should say. But on the plus side, we exterminate every single person that they had on the field of battle. Now, I also got punched in the nose pretty badly. Like, without a doubt, this is a disastrous game-losing, no hope, no recovery, hop in the grave defeat for Pythium, but Pythium was already kind of dead up to this point. Even if they won this battle, they probably would have still been dead. However, I didn't do it very cleanly. I pissed away this guy, who is a very expensive, slow-to-recruit, capital-only mage. I lost 4 of these, which doesn't really matter that much. I lost 4 of these, which matters a lot more. Einhir's dying, only 3 of them died. The Huskarl's dying doesn't matter at all. 1 Jade Maiden died, it's okay. 27 Vans, that's freaking expensive. You know, that's a costly amount. And on top of that, you know, some number of my units actually died when they were retreating, or they abandoned the cause. Anyway, let's just skip ahead straight to the battle inside the fortress. Oh, actually, I guess before that begins, the amount of units that Pythium lost to desertion was probably like 40, so that probably didn't make a difference. I probably could have just attacked them and broken their army, but then I would not have gotten all this damage on the walls, so I think what I did was correct. This is what I have left. This is what I have left storming the walls. It's what is this, 2 Van Jarls? No, don't click on the villain, click on the man. A Van Jarl, a Van Heers, and then a bunch of isolated Vans, who are all quite experienced, having killed many people up to this point. The villains, the fish guy, along with the remains of his mercenary company, and then 9 humans. Against, not nothing. Like, there are 2 mages here, 2 serious mages, anyway. And then there are a few slaves that he could put in a communion. The guard here is not impressive, it's just kind of chaff, but he does have a lot of slingers. Thankfully, slingers are kind of a terrible ranged unit, as they kill a villain. So you can see I'm still on that fly attack rear command. I mean, maybe this is good because the mages are dealing with the commanders in the back. But, I mean, I did lose a Van Jarl because of this fly attack rear. Probably the Vans could have just cleaned up the position. Anyway, I mean, we massacre the slingers on the walls. So, it was a very disgustingly costly final battle, but we got him. He's dead. You know, we took Pythium. It was not clean, and Abyssia is just, or not Abyssia, Agartha rather, is just taking some surrounding provinces. So yeah, here Pythium just like foolishly sallied forth out of his fortress, presumably because he's just giving up, you know. This is simply a massacre. Einhirs are not, you know, they're not the all-stars they were in the early age, but they're still pretty good. Here's a battle between Marignon and Ind. It's just another, like, shitty PD fight. Yeah, nothing really going on there, although, I mean, what's this weird-ass army Marignon keeps rocking? Okay, the battle for Jodenheim, like, part 3, 4? Almost nothing, like, just kind of a little chaff and then several mages against a little PD. And Vanroos manages to do it. Somehow. He takes back Jotunheim again. Losing a little. Yeah, killing 10 PD. And this is Zabalba storming Jotunheim's fort, of which there is nothing inside. So nothing really to see. Just, yep, takes the fortress. And we know how this goes. What happened here? Fertility Festival. Kelp Force are thriving. Oh no, not a Cult of Gaia. Another Fertility Festival. Oh, some Earth Elementals woke up and attacked me. And there's going to be a bunch of Tritons attacking. There's Barbarians popping up. We killed the Barbarians. We killed the Earth Elementals. Okay, I guess that was all. Lots of, the Ivy Kings are really, they're going crazy. I see like 3 attacks. And a bunch of my scouts got annihilated. Okay, yeah, I mean, and that basically is the end of the Pythium campaign. The primary source of resistance has been quelled. I'm building a palisade over here in 232 because there are lizard shamans here, and I want to recruit these mages. So even though I have too many forts, that's why I'm doing this. Also, Agartha's army has not moved from its position, or it's over here. Actually, I guess I can check. No, it's not. So his army is still here. It's possible that I could walk onto this province with the units that I am walking onto it, which I guess is just Victor and his villainous band. Is that really all that I'm doing? Yeah, just him alone. So if Pythium slams down some PD, he will live over there for another turn. But it's not producing Pythium any gold because it's not connected to a fort anymore, so Probably doesn't care. This is his last fort, but he sallied forth with some units, so I don't think he's got anything left. I think the war's over. We can call it a victory. Now, the question is, did Agartha get anything out of this war? I think he got this province. I think Pythium owned this before. He got this province, and he lost a lot of units to Pythium before. So, my diplomacy up to this point, or from here on out with Agartha is, hey, Jodenheim and Zabalba are in a war, and you have amphibious troops, so you should go get them. And also, there's gray flags here that you could take. That's what I said, basically, because I don't want to fight that big army. Yeah, I don't really want to consider doing that. Looks like nothing's changed over here. Just the consistent endless war to the death. But yeah, Phlegra really eating up Ulm. Marignan trying to finish off Ind is actually quite impressive on Ind's part. Even though Ind has lost his capital and has been capital-less for far longer, Pythium is likely to die before Ind does at this rate. I mean, Ind still has 3 provinces that are all producing money. Marignan's got 1-ish, 1.5, I guess. No one's been defeated yet, I assume. Nope. Probably would have got a pop-up about that. Let's see those magic sites. Deep Crevasse. And it... Yeah, so this is kind of cool. This magic site decreases unrest, and you can recruit these women who are disease healers, which is a super nice trait. It's not like a really incredibly fast disease healing, but hey, it's nice, you know? So I believe I recruit these immediately? No, well, I definitely do recruit them over the course of the game, because it's like, hell yeah, I want sneaky, even sacred, so they barely cost anything. Disease healing commanders. They can, like, walk around with my armies and heal any disease, and I've definitely got diseased troops, like, oh, this guy's not diseased. I believe there's some hotkey for checking diseased units. Yeah, it's D. Yes, you can see these guys are all diseased. Nobody in there. Nobody here. Well, I mean, you know, each one of these elves is 65 gold, and with a disease, eventually the unit will die. So if I can recruit disease healers, then, you know, it'll just extend their lifespan. After taking Pythium, I claimed the Cathedral of the Spheres and gained 5 Astral Pearls, 2 Air Gems, 1 Water Gem every turn. A very nice little boost for me. So I was very pleased how this war went. I'm gonna try to handle the diplomatic fallout, being now the second member of the 2-cap club. Definitely puts a target on my head. I mean, I think everyone was kind of already perturbed by my existence in general, because I think I have the most provinces on the map, maybe? Yeah, I believe so. I'm definitely the most spread out of everybody. Like, to get from one corner of my empire to the other one is a incredible journey. Even with the ports providing extra movement, like, it's still quite a ways to move. Many provinces. I don't think there's anything really more to go on this turn. I hit Enchantment 4, so I now have Cloud Trapeze, which is a nice thing to have. And I have started to go for Construction 4. Construction 4 just offers a lot of nice magical items. Also, my dwarves will be able to cast Legions of Steel in battle. Just make my units more tanky. Alteration 2 and 3, because of course with Alteration you get Mistform, which is a wonderful spell for Vanheim. And then I'm going blood magic because I realized I'm a blood nation. It's turn 26. I haven't been blood hunting at all. I've just been passively getting blood slaves from this one magic site. This is my only blood economy, and I'm supposedly a blood nation. I mean, I bet Vanarus probably has more blood slaves than I do, or Agartha, even though they're not blood nations. Maybe even Pythium does. To say nothing of the true terrifying blood nations like Mictlan or Abyssia or Nabaa. There's a lot of big, scary blood nations that exist in this game, mostly on the western side of the world. And that information, that realization, was a bit troubling to me. So I decided to do something about this war that has been raging for like 10 turns. That's the end of this video.